going on, y'all? I want to check out this clip from Upchurch, see what's going down. I kind of fell behind a little bit the last week, so we're playing catch up. There's been a lot of nasty happening though.
How are we doing, Tennesseans? How are we doing, Americans? How y'all doing today? Hope y'all had a good day.
You said something weird happened to Upchurch's channel yesterday? His YouTube? What happened? I'm gonna look.
Proud of y'all. Y'all are actually tuning in. Y'all are sharing. And the internet is starting to become an actual tool where we can conversate about these issues that we're all dealing with and viewing that involve the corrupt system that is broken. So I'm gonna be very to the point. I'm not gonna drag anything on when we do these videos. I'm just gonna get to the cut to the chase so you guys can see what's going on. So today I had court. Now look, what I do not want, what I'm saying does not reflect on my ex-old lady. It does not reflect on the judges or any law enforcement. I've had no bad issues with any of those people I just named. But with that being said, there is something I did have a problem with today. We go to court today for me and my old lady talk about custody or whatever, right? All right. Well, we get in the courtroom. You know, Beth is kind of crying or whatever. So I'm comforting her and I'm telling her, hey, look, you know, calm down. What's wrong? Is okay. The appointed attorney that is in the Ashland City Courthouse comes over and she's like, you need to move over there. And I'm like, gets Beth by herself, sitting with nobody. She, for some reason, was like, hey, y'all don't need to be sitting together. That's none of her business. That's mine and Beth's business, so she can stay out of that. It gets worse for her and the DCS lady in a minute. Here's why. Because I caught the DCS lady in a lie in 4K. Now listen, I know there's going to be people on here who's like, well, you better watch out for slander and defamation of character. I'm not worried about it. Do you know why I'm not worried about it? Because it does not matter. I can say whatever I want to as long as it's the truth and I have proof of what the fuck I'm saying. Therefore, I'm not worried about it at all. So let's move on with this.
That is true. Still risky, but if you're 100% confident, ain't nothing nobody could really say, right? It's your business.
Yes. You know, I brought to court everything I needed, proof of being the father, birth certificate, yada, yada, yada. By the way, the judge today, I've never seen this judge before. She was very by the book. And even though things didn't exactly go how I wanted, it doesn't matter. She showed no bias towards anyone. The entire time I was in there, I watched so many people come through and stand in front of her. She is by the book and she's the real deal. I'm glad to see that, because in Cheatham, I've always seen the judges be the real deal and do what they're supposed to do according to the actual law. I've never seen anything bad with those people, but this DCS lady. So here we go. This last Friday at 8:44 a.m. in the morning, I wake up every day at 5. I get a text from Beth and she says, hey, this DCS lady is trying to call you. I said, nobody's trying to call me from DCS. What are you talking about? She said, yeah, she's at your front door. Well, I'm sitting here looking out the front door and I don't see anybody. I said, Beth, there's nobody out there. She's like, yes, there is. I said, no, there's not. I walked outside on FaceTime. I recorded this, by the way, obviously. I said, she's not in my house, you know, and it's Friday. It's nice outside. There's no issues getting to my house. All the ice is gone. All that, right? Okay. Well,
it's crazy.
Today, well, I'm talking to them. We were in a spot in the courthouse where you're allowed to have your phone, right? And by Tennessee state law, if somebody in your party or in your vicinity knows that you are recording, then it's okay to record somebody. So, you know me, I was documenting like I have to, and documenting stuff to be able to show what you're saying is the truth is what you have to do. You have to do it for yourself, and you have to do it.
Yeah, nah, that's true. You should document everything. That's just the best thing. If we're just being honest.
To out these people that are doing, they're not supposed to be doing. So this lady tells me, she says, yeah, I came to your house. I said, you did not come to my house. She's like, well, yeah, but nobody came to the door or whatever. I said, look, lady.
Yeah, so public lobby is one party state, so you can record. Why are they acting like it's an issue? That's crazy. Anywhere the public can be, but in the courtroom, you can record. Yeah, so they on some suspect-ish.
I have cameras all around my house, and they restart every 60 days. You did not come to my house. I said, you didn't come to my house. So are you a DCS lady? So in my head, I'm like, okay, this DCS lady saying she came to my house, and she's telling Beth on the phone, she's at my door. I go outside, she's nowhere around. My cameras don't catch her coming to my house at all. And you can't even spit on my property without being noticed, right? She didn't come to my other house because, in Ashland City, because she would have to, go past 14 no trespassing signs, illegally jump a fence, and then walk a mile to get to my door. So she didn't do that. So as I'm sitting there with my phone recording, she says, well, when I came to your house, I couldn't get up your hill because there was ice everywhere. I don't know what world you're living in, lady, but
that sounds like you've never been to the house. Is it that you went to the house or you couldn't get there because of the ice?
But there was no ice on the ground or snow or anything, nor was there even able to be ice or snow anywhere on Friday anytime because it was fucking 70 degrees outside.
You said, yes, VX, especially as the father in this situation, they're always getting done dirty over these situations. Nah, that's facts. I've seen too many videos of that. I seen a video recently, but it's old. It popped up on my timeline of like a custody battle where the son was like crying and begging, saying, I do not want to go back home with my mom. They be hitting me. They be doing all types of stuff. I don't want to do it. And the mom is physically trying to pull him out the car to where she gets her boyfriend like, yo, come help me pull him out the car. And eventually cops had to come and go, yo, y'all wildin'. Can't just physically remove him from the car. You know what? Go, just drive. Told the father he could stay with you until y'all figure this out. If I'm not mistaken, I think he eventually got custody or something like that. It's a crazy situation. And that happens a lot. So for the man, and what this father did in that situation I just used as a reference, which was correct, was he had his phone out recording the entire time. I'm talking about from when he was about to pull up until the cops told him to just go with his son. And that's the right thing. Record everything, 100%. 100%. I said First Amendment, 5 elements of the first religion, assembly, redress. I'm definitely probably pronouncing that wrong. Speech, protest. If there's one thing I know, it's the law.
So now, okay. So now you're saying you didn't come to the door. You say you stayed at the road. No, you didn't. I have a camera down there. No, you didn't. When that didn't work, you already told Beth you was at my door. I showed her you wasn't at the door. I recorded you weren't at the door. Right at that very moment when you're supposed to be at my door, apparently, according to my XO lady, that I have no issues with, by the way. And now when I confront you and say, no, you're not on any cameras, then the excuse is, well, there was ice on the ground. You must got your days mixed up because there was no ice anywhere. The ice is all gone. So to me, it seems like now there's a DCS lady lying.
So there's a video. This dude was harassing Upchurch. I've seen this one video. I didn't cover that. We might speak on it today. Some artist that Upchurch helped out was talking about trying to get the hands with him and get physical, pulled up to his house. That's insane. I didn't cover that, but I was thinking about covering it today. Said, damn, I wish Ryan and her could work it out without the courts. Facts. Same. Same. It's unfortunate. So it's a bad idea to involve the government in your personal affairs. Avoid it at all costs if you can. Facts. I was just speaking to my mother the other day, and I said that exact thing. She was like, why don't you get married one of these days? I was like, because I don't want the government in my ish. That's why. That's one of the main reasons. I don't want the government all up in my stuff. Hey, what's up, Kenny? How you doing?
About coming to a house to do her job. And there is no proof of her coming to my house doing her job like she says she's doing. That's an issue. And this is all caught in 4K, 60 frames per second, by the way, okay? Look, I'm not one to mess with, and I'll tell you why. It's not because anything malicious. It's because I have to document my entire life now. I've been documenting my entire life so I can catch people like this in bold-faced lies. And when it's DCS lying about coming to your house, that is a humongous problem to the citizens of this country. You can't be a DCS person and just lie about coming to somebody's house when you didn't even show up here. Are you logging and saying that you came to my house when I have proof that you did not come here at all? Not only that, I ran your number and it does not go back to any like DCS government agency. It goes back to it appears to be a Tiger Text number. That's an issue.
The heck is that?
So as we're sitting there, Beth sends me a text the same day. She's like, somebody called DCS on us. I said, well, I mean, that's happened a lot. I'm famous. That's what happens. She knows this. We had an issue with the same thing about 7 months ago, and I know what to do in these situations. I said, hey, well, if you're, because they said they were CPS. We don't have CPS. They fucked up. We have DCS. And I know that. So I said, well, okay, well, how about this? I was like, if you want to come into my house, well, why don't you go get some?
I was just about to ask that too, because I was like, yo, is that like their version of ACS, which is like the New York version of that? Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Yeah, it's the Tennessee version. Crazy. Wow.
Something from the judge. Because the judges around here are by the book. And if you're who you say you are, well, then go get a letter from the judge and bring your ass back here. Guess what? They never went to the judge. They said, F this, and they left, and they never came back. These people didn't come in contact with police. They didn't come in contact with the judge because they know that Cheatham County don't around. And Cheatham County ain't dealing with no stupid, halfway, tyrannical shit. Okay? Cheatham County's not getting caught up in no stupid shit for these people. They're not. So, the appointed attorney, who is in a very bad mood, I mean, nobody said this, but it's like, dude, when we were in the courtroom, the lady was just angry. She was raising her voice, and I'm being all quiet, and, rightfully so. I'm not going to say who, but people in the room were like, what is her problem? She had
I said cops are tyrants. I've met a few good ones, but there's a lot of bad ones. There's a lot of bad ones. I met some good ones, but I met a lot of bad ones.
problem. Her problem is, here's what I think. I think that she knows they've already messed up. You can't say you're DCS and you're showing up to my house, because I would love to know if that's logged, because
Hey, what's up, Buzzard?
if it is, I would love to take you to court to prove that you did not come to my house. There is no possible way, and there was no snow on the ground. You're just bold-faced lying out in the open, and I can prove that you're a liar, lady. I can prove it. You can't prove that you came here because you didn't come here. What I'm saying is true. So this is not slander. It's not.
To the cops that I met, not the cops, the cops in my town I respect. They are good people, in my opinion. Yeah, I've met some good cops. Shoot, a cop is the one that taught me how to do jujitsu. That's what actually started my whole MMA journey back when I was younger. A cop that was mad cool. I told y'all about him. They used to call him Superman. And he asked me if I wanted to learn how to do jujitsu. And I was like, yes. And he was an amazing person. But I do understand that not every cop is the same, because I have had some bad run-ins with some cops as well. So I get it.
Defamation, it's the truth. The court wants the truth, right? Okay, well, Ryan Upchurch can bring the truth to the courtroom. And here's the thing. You know why? It ain't the judges doing anything that I've seen. It's not the cops doing anything that I've seen. If it was, I promise you I would have no problem saying it. It's not. Not in Cheatham County, it's not. But it seems that the system around here is starting to know.
You say you live in a town with only like 300 people. It's probably why it's different. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if y'all got quotas, but the quotas over here, like in the city, are horrible. If you guys don't know what that is, that's when they have to have a certain amount of arrest to show that progress is being made. So they just start rounding people up for nothing, littering, loitering. You standing in front of this building, get your ass in the back of this car, handcuffs. You know how many arguments I ain't had with officers over quotas? I think I told you about that one time. Me and the officer was about to throw hands in that bitch. Because my friend was visiting. He went downstairs for something. I think to go to the store. A cop comes and knocks on my door. Hey, man, do you know so-and-so? I'm like, what? What you talking about? My older brother comes to me and goes, yo, they probably arrested your friend. I'm like, huh? Because I used to call him by the name in the streets. So I didn't know who the hell they was talking about. I go downstairs. My boy is in handcuffs. I'm like, yo, no. Yo, he's visiting me. I just asked you. I don't know him by that name. We call him by his nickname, bro. So then the cop tries to arrest me. I'm going in. We going back and forth. I swear, like my hand must have got like in a video game. My hand like might have cocked back a little bit before my older brother ran outside and grabbed me and started arguing with the cop. The cop ends up letting all of us go. Told my older brother, you should go to jail for being a jailhouse lawyer. And then leaves. He was just trying to get his quotas, bro. And that shit happens on a regular basis. So yeah, there's good cops and there's bad cops. You say, yes, BX, the damn quotas pull you over for nothing. Yeah. Yo, they be wilding, I'm telling you. In the cities where they got their little quota, they do too damn much. Wait a minute, are you standing in a park after 6? Yeah, I'm working out. Nope, get on the floor. You can't be over here. I'm like, what? I think I'm active. This is a workout area. So while you're ignoring me, huh? Who's ignoring you? Oh, I don't know what's happening. I'm out the loop. Is beef in the chat? I'm out the loop.
Notice that there are little pieces that are not really don't have that much authority. They have positions like DCS or the appointed attorney, and these people seems like they're doing something they're not supposed to be doing. It seems like they're doing something that a real judge, like the judges in Cheatham County, are not going to put up with. It seems like something that our sheriff is not going to put up with, because he don't f*** around either. I'm here to tell you right now, he don't f*** around. Neither does the judges. Judge Maxie don't f*** around. The judge that I seen today, she definitely ain't f***ing around. And every cop that has been even a slight bit sketchy, the sheriff gets rid of it. I'm telling you right now, the sheriff, that man can sniff you out. And it seems lately he's been sniffing out some stuff because there's been cops leaving left and right. It seems like there ain't been no cops leaving in the past few months or getting fired, because I honestly think he got to the bottom of it real quick and weeded all of them out. If you want to ask me, the attorney lady, who is not the DCS lady, and keep in mind, this is 4K, 60 frames per second, in a spot in the courtroom or in a spot in the courthouse where you're allowed to have your phone. You're not allowed to have your phone, and I suggest you don't have your phone on in the courtroom because your ass will be in trouble for it. Okay? But in the other areas you're allowed to have your phone, that's where I was with my phone, and the videos will prove that. Now watch this. The lady says, well, you got reported for smoking and doing pills. I said, really? Okay, well, who reported that? Well, I don't have to tell you. Oh, well, okay. Well, I said, wouldn't they have to be in my house and witness this? I mean, we don't have nobody in our house. It's just me, her, and the baby. And then somebody nearby was like, well, you would think they would need that. You would. Okay, so because here's the thing. You already lied about coming to my house. You already lied about there being snow in the driveway and ice in the driveway. Y'all couldn't get up the hill. What snow are you look? What ice? It's 70 degrees outside during this time. There is none. So if you'll lie about the weather and come into my house, and I've caught you red-handed lying about this, and if that's what you logged in your little DCS paperwork, I can prove you're a liar. And if you'll lie about that, you'll lie about this call. I would really love to know who made this call that we're over here what the ever, because it ain't true. I can prove it's not true. How? A drug test. Buddy, look, these people can keep digging a deeper hole for all I care. Keep doing it. I'm not going to change. You think I'm going to get sidetracked over protecting my ex-old lady and my kid? No, not a chance. I'm definitely going to protect them against people like this. And guess what? I have everything I need to do it. I have the money I need to do it. I don't spend money on nothing. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire with a lot of time. I'm a millionaire that loves being an American, and I'm a millionaire that loves fighting for people who ain't millionaires, because guess what? They can't fight against y'all.
Facts, though. Upchurch has the, I guess you could say, resources to be able to handle things that not a lot of people can handle. Yeah, he's right.
They got to go to work all the time. They're stressed out. They're paying all these bills. They don't have time to catch y'all in your lies. I do. I'll leave it at that. I hope you'll have a great night, and I hope you'll have a great rest of the week. I love you guys. Just keep watching. If you keep watching what's going on with me, you're going to see who's bad, but guess what? You're also going to see who's good.
That's real.
Good night, Tennesseans. Good night, Americans. I love you guys. Hope you'll get some good sleep, and you'll have a great day tomorrow.
That's real. And it's kind of messed up that they would be trying to do that to him and his family. But tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button. Also, share the video as well. And more importantly, hit that hype button. Yeah, Ryan is a real one. I agree.